The government is on a mission to ensure that young Jamaicans are equipped with the skills they need to become productive citizens of society. So state entities are going about the task in two ways: training to make young people employable, and building their self-esteem and leadership skills to make them first-class citizens.
It is also important for us to ensure in the medium term that we increase opportunities for training in the relevant skills for a productive workforce.
And so the government teamed up with the private sector organization of Jamaica, PSOJ, to power the youth upliftment through employment. In April 2012, a memorandum of understanding was signed between the PSOJ's youth program and the National Youth Council. Under the agreement, 1,200 at-risk youth in the inner cities were enrolled in a training, employment and mentorship program. Youth took advantage of the youth ministry's existing facilities, such as the National Center for Youth Development and the National Youth Service, to get the training done. Since then, a number of other initiatives have been underway.
Most recently, the placement of over 100 participants at the Caribbean Maritime Institute, and soon to come, the placement of over 250 young people in the Ministry of Youth and Culture and agencies and the Ministry of Education. The more at-risk young people that we can help, is the better off we will be as a country.
Statistics from the Youth and Culture Ministry show that the public-private partnership to tackle youth unemployment has been bearing fruit. In April 2012, youth unemployment stood at 34.9%. It dropped to 32% in July. But beyond the numbers, there's evidence that youth has had positive results. Jermaine Brathwaite has been involved with the program since November 2011.
Before youth, I was sitting at home, bored and occupied. The U-turn counseling has changed me from being a person who is easily angered and gave me control of my smoking problem. My entrap sessions taught me to save, organize and build my business. Youth is definitely one of the greatest programs in Jamaica right now.
With these encouraging results, the government and the private sector have again joined forces. The Youth Build project will provide training in various aspects of housing construction to improve the employability and marketability of unattached youth. About 40 young people between the ages of 18 and 24 are set to benefit from the $10 million project, which is being funded by the National Housing Trust, NHT.
The idea was to implement a program in which those benefiting would be provided with the necessary skills to undertake new construction projects, carry out rehabilitation work on existing houses, and engage in project management, beautification, and the manufacturing of construction materials.
The Memorandum of Understanding was signed in November 2012 by several stakeholders: Youth Limited, the Heart Trust NTA, some private sector groups, the National Housing Trust, and the Education and Transport Works and Housing Ministries.
The dream is that they be trained in order to offer their services and to both learn and have the possibility of home ownership within the restoration plans for the inner city.
We have to make sure that we have the personnel at all levels to be able to do the programs that we are developing.
The pilot phase of the Youth Build project will target young people from Kingston's inner cities. The Heart Trust NTA will train and certify the participants in the 9-month project starting January 2013. The aim is to find a place for the newly certified young people in the Jamaica Emergency Employment Program, JEEP.
And I believe a logical extension to this PM will be for us to have small contractors island-wide who will be taught to construct these units such that we can broaden the program. For that reason, this initiative is of critical importance.
And even as the government works on the employability of young people, efforts are being made to build self-esteem and leadership skills. Leaders miss no opportunity to encourage and empower.
When others talk hurdles to you, you must talk back to them. How do I get over those hurdles? Do not allow anyone to put you down.
Young people are also reminded to give back to their country and to become active agents in nation building.
If we are to go forward for the next 50 years, you are the ones that we're expecting to take you there.
And the message is finding its mark. Youth mayors on a visit to Jamaica House in November 2012 pledged their commitment to support nation building.
Prime Minister, I want to thank you for being my inspiration. I'm going to be like you. Take each obstacle as a stepping stone.
My leaders, you can sit in your seat and you can feel comfortable knowing that Vision 2030 will be a success. Why? Because our future is in good hands, I can tell you.
I'm encouraging all of us to go back to our schools and to share with other students, to inspire them. We need us youths to enter politics and to get rid of all those stigmas about liars and thieves. And yes, we are the persons who are going to change all of that.
And so the mission continues, government at the helm, piloting the empowerment of the next generation.